Okay guys, so the first step of what you need to do to create your landscape drawing is you need to actually get the photograph into the app. All right, so I have Adobe Draw already open, and I'm going to hit the plus sign, and then the first thing we do is go to image layer on my iPad. So here's my photos. This is the photo that I'm going to use. All right, so I can resize this as I want to make it a little bit bigger. All right, and then I'm going to hit done. Now, my sketch layer, my first drawing layer, is actually underneath that picture. So what you can do is you can just touch that layer, and that means you'd be drawing on that layer, but also we want to bring it on top. So you can just hold it kind of and drag it, and then it easily moves. All right. Now, my picture layer that's underneath that is really, really vibrant and it's bright. So as I'm drawing, it might stand out too much. So I'm going to take that image layer, and I'm going to actually bring down the opacity a little bit. All right, and now I'm going to go back on to my drawing layer. So this is where I want to draw. In order to help me match my colors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose whatever brush I'd like to use. I want to use this brush right now. And then if you hit the color and slide it over, do you see how it's picking up any colors throughout that whole picture? So this will help you create some color matches so you can easily match anything throughout your whole entire picture. Something you should pay attention to is where things overlap. So where one thing is on top of another thing. So see how the steps right over here have the grass growing on top of it? I'd want to create my steps first and then my grass on top of that. All right, and see the tree up here? I'd want to create the tree first, at least this part down over here, and then have the grass growing on top of it as well. All right, but this color matching tool will really help you with if there's a shadow over here or if you're just having trouble making the colors blend. So I'm going to start with the steps over here first. All right, so I'm going to start with my light area. I'm going to change the flow so you can see the color a little bit more. I'm going to keep it a little bit lighter because I feel like that helps blend the colors. All right, and I'm just going in like a light motion. You have the ability to use whatever tools you want for this. So you don't have to use, just because I'm using this one brush, it doesn't mean you have to as well. All right, so I'm kind of getting my lighter colors in here, and I know it's a little bit hard for you to see that. All right, and remember you can make the brush a little bit smaller for certain areas if you have to. And this is not probably going to be like a photorealistic piece of artwork. It's going to look more like a painting. All right, and I'm kind of just blending in any of those lighter areas. Now I'm going to color match, and I'm going to find another tone that's just maybe a little bit darker. And I'm adding this one in a little bit. Now, what you have to make sure that you're doing the entire time that you're drawing your picture, please make sure that you're on a sketch layer. Make sure you're not drawing on that original picture, otherwise you're going to have to re-import it in and make sure it's the same size. Otherwise you can't pick really the colors from it or anything. All right, now I could always go to my image layer, shut it off, and now you can, whoops, I didn't mean to draw on there. And you could see exactly what I've done so far. All right, if it helps you to make your picture a little bigger, you can do that as well. And remember to match the colors. You don't necessarily want your whole, the color palette there. Now you can choose some of your own colors if you want to. All right, you guys have already learned color theory. So you want to find what colors blend, which colors kind of work together. And just play around and put those colors in. All right, now I might pick up another color. And I want to make this just a little bit darker. All right. And you can keep on kind of finding whatever colors you need to use. Right, but I would, again, I'd keep that opacity so it's a little see-through. It does help with the blending. And you can keep shutting this out, see what you have so far. And this is going to take a while. You're going to keep blending all those colors together and figuring out what should go where. All right, this is definitely not a quick process at all. It's going to be kind of a loose drawing, which is fine. All right, so that's basically the start of what you should do.